So for today's video, I am coming at you from the driveway. We are still stuck as we have not been able to get our brakes repaired as yet. Unfortunately, as our Ford Winnebago is 22 years old and is an American RV, parts are not always the easiest to come by. So we have our brake lines on order, but they won't be arriving till early next week. And then fingers crossed we can get a mechanic out to come and repair her. But until then, we're stuck on the driveway. So for today's video, we are going to be answering the 5 most commonly asked questions we get in van life. Hi, this is our family, and this is our van life adventure. If you'd like to follow on with all of our adventures, don't forget to hit that follow button. We are a family of 4 who have spent the last 18 months living full-time in our Ford Winnebago RV. Our 22-year-old Mini Winnie has taken us all the way to the southern parts of Morocco and to the beautiful glaciers of northern Norway. But right now we are totally stuck as our brakes have completely failed and we are trapped in the north of England. First question is an easy one. What about the kids going to school? Well, in the UK, education is compulsory, but schooling is not. So that means that we home educate, or road school, or world school, or any of those things you want to call it. So Monday to Friday, I will make sure the boys are doing maths and English. They are both primary age, and Oliver's barely compulsory school age. So we focus on staying on top of maths and English to a curriculum standard, and then everything else is quite flexible. That means we take trips to museums, such as St Fagan's Living Museum in Wales.
Look that!
It's so cool, isn't it? Bristol's World Museum. It looks cute. It looks like it could eat you. Or the always impressive Science Museum in London. And that's just some of them from this year. We take trips to forest schools and foraging activity type things. We do lots of historical stuff, we do lots of local stuff, and lots of it is just basic hands-on learning that you get from everyday life. The kids seem to love it, and yes, they are a lot happier than they were in school. Our second question we get is, so one thing we always get asked about is our toilet and shower setup. So this is our shower. It's not especially easy to film in such a tiny space. However, this shower is big enough for a grown-up to stand up comfortably in. For our shower, we have 100 litres of water, and that water tank is under our bed. And we have a 6-litre hot water tank, which we can heat by gas or electric if we're plugged into mains. That gives us enough hot water for all of us to have a shower at the end of the day. And if we have one tank full, that will last us about 3 nights in a row of hot showers. And then onto the toilet. Look. We've changed this toilet a little bit since we bought the van. We've painted it and we have fitted in a compost toilet. This involves a separator, which separates the 1s and 2s, and an extractor fan to take any smell outside. And for us, it works pretty well, to be honest. Okay, guys, you've seen enough. I'm getting ready for bed. Good night. Now, our next questions usually come as a pair. So they are, what are the best bits of van life? And what are the worst? And for that, I think I'm going to have to ask the rest of the family as well. Right, Leo, thank you for stopping your football. What has been your favourite parts of van life? Tell me some of your best bits.
Probably feeding the monkeys. It was funny when the monkey took the bag off us. When Ollie put it down to take a picture with the monkey, he literally just stole the bag.
Yeah, when he stole the bag. Have you got any other really good bits you remember?
In the same day, same place, swimming in the waterfall.
Yeah, that was beautiful, wasn't it? That was probably my favourite day as well, I think.
Probably going to Morocco and seeing the cats.
The cats in Morocco. All your best bits have been in Morocco so far.
And then probably Norway.
Yeah, what did you like in Norway?
Was that it was so cold.
So cold. What about the Viking villages?
Oh yeah, that was cool.
When you like shot the bow and arrow and stuff. That was cool, wasn't it?
Cool.
That was really cool, wasn't it?
And then my least favourite parts is from when we broken down.
Yeah, breaking down sucks.
Did we break down in Norway?
We had fuel.
But we didn't really break down. We didn't really have to stop, did we?
One day.
We had one day where we worked on the thing, but we weren't really broken down.
And then
But yeah, the breakdowns are tough, aren't they?
Yeah.
What's tough about them?
Well, is that because we can't really move around when it kind of stops the trips and it makes the trip shorter.
Yeah, it's hard.
like when we lost our the tyre valve.
No, we broke down in Holland. Do you remember that one? And we got stuck on the campsite for like 5 days.
Oh yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
Maybe. My least favorite. Another one of my least favorite bits is not having a bath.
Not having a bath.
Mm-hmm.
And Perry's working on the van to change our water heater. So I'll go find him and see if I can get him to answer my questions too. May I interrupt you, sir?
Yeah.
I've got a couple of questions for
Go
you.
for it. Fire away.
Right, so my first question is, what is your worst part of van life? What do you not like about van life?
The worst part, it's going to have to be breaking down, isn't it? Anything goes wrong with a van, it's not it's not normally a quick fix.
Yeah.
Because we can't go anywhere, whether it's a tyre or we lose a wing mirror.
Yeah.
Or we got to wait for recovery.
Yeah. I forgot about the wing mirror.
Wing mirror, there's always something that means you can't just get it done. You've got to plan it, haven't you?
Yeah. And
that's
then
my least favourite part.
that's your least favourite
breaking
part.
down, any form of breaking down.
And then what has been your favourite parts of van life?
I guess the freedom, you know. Just being free. When it's going well, we're riding that cloud. Yeah, just piping up, being at a beach for 3 days, being at a waterfall. Yeah, just being in and around nature. That's the best bits. That's why we do it. Time together, really. But one place, we had them 3 days on that beach, just on the coast of Malaga.
In Spain?
In Spain,
Yeah, that was beautiful.
just where we got there wasn't many people, and we kind of had the seafront to ourselves. That was kind of
that was beautiful.
bliss. Yeah.
That's been your favourite,
That
one of
was-
your highlights.
That's one of the highlights, just sort of unexpected. Just 3 days on the beach to ourselves, and come and go as we pleased.
For me, our worst bits are not actually the breakdowns. It's actually when we've been harassed at night. We've had a few occasions when we've been harassed at night. One was in Spain, where a group of teenagers jumped on the back of the van and then would not leave us alone. They were shouting stuff and kept creeping up to the van. And then we had one occasion in Germany when somebody came and shot at the van with like a pellet gun or something. I don't know who did that because it happened so quick. Somebody literally drove in, shot at the van and then drove away. But the worst one was at a stop in Norway. It was one of our last stops in Norway. And this group of kids was initially setting off fireworks around the van. We were parked near a playground and they'd obviously gone there to hang out. And it started off with they were setting off fireworks around the van. And then it kind of escalated and they were zooming around the van on their scooters, electric scooters, and then banging on the side of the van. So we ended up packing up and leaving, but then they followed us. We're losing them. I can see them and we're losing them. That's why I'm saying go faster. That's why I'm saying hit the 30 miles an hour because they can't keep up. But we've only got 700 metres so we need to turn left, so I need you to get away from them before then. And it ended up with the police having to be called and quite an unpleasant kind of confrontation between us and these teenagers because they just wouldn't go away. And one of the worst parts about it was that Leo was awake and heard all of it. And that almost put me off van life completely. I seriously, after that day, was just thinking maybe we shouldn't do this. Because that was the third event and the second on that trip. And then the best bits that kind of balance that out is, I agree with Perry, it's the freedom. I kind of can't name one thing in particular. It's all of it. It's just being able to spend time together, having the opportunity when we find like that perfect spot to just stay there and just be there. Yeah, it's been amazing. It's so cool. And then the final question we get asked, which always confuses me a little bit, is what's next? What's the next thing we're doing? And sometimes actually it's quite nice to just stew and enjoy all the things you've already done.
Which is what we're doing right now.
Which is kind of what we're doing right now. We're stewing. But we have started to think about what is next. But we haven't actually got a set plan, have we?
I guess we've got two options, haven't we? That we
I think we've got three, really.
Well, let's talk about them. So the first option, which will be the biggest,
which I think would be the biggest one that we would really, really like to do, is drive over to Turkey. We would like to do a drive to Turkey, which would probably also be our longest trip of at least 6 months. And we haven't been away for that long before.
And we haven't gone in that direction. We've been up
to Norway, and we've been all the way down to Morocco, but we've not gone east before. So that is probably our hope, isn't it?
Yeah, that would be the icing, the cherry on top. We've had a great experience so far.
That would probably be the thing we would really like ideally to do, but that is going to involve getting certain ducks in a row. We want to make sure we've got a really good amount of money saved, just in case of emergency, which is kind of what we're working on for the rest of this year, so that we can go away and we don't have to worry, you know, if all of a sudden we break down or something like that happens.
We've got a route home. We've got a safe route home.
We've got something set planned.
So that's plan A.
That's plan A, and that's our first option. Our second one, which is one we've still been toying with for a while, is going back to Morocco, but going back for considerably longer. So when we last went to Morocco, we went for about 3.5 weeks.
Yeah, so it would be nice to go to one area, okay, in this case Morocco, set up camp and
just spend 3 months in Morocco.
Yeah, less driving.
Yeah. Now, we couldn't spend that long in Morocco before, because in Morocco you can't really top up underslung LPG tanks, which is what we have. We'd have to buy an adapter long stay kit, which we are buying, but it did mean that we kind of had to get back before our tank ran out.
Yeah,
so that's something we've also considered, and even if we don't do that as plan A, we still might try and squeeze that in at some point.
Yeah, because the van has everything we need. So wherever we are, we can have all our needs or survival needs met, you know.
And then our third one, that sort of depends on the kids actually, is that we kind of just go to one place and we try and get them into more of like a world school facility for a considerable amount of time. And again, this might be something we do in future, but the kids are definitely happiest when they have other kids around, and that can be hard when you're moving around so much. So I think even if we do go to Turkey, we are going to prioritise stopping into some world school hubs along the way. So I found a really good one in Bulgaria that we can check into. And so we would go and spend like 2 or 3 weeks in one place where the kids can go to world school hubs and do activities in like a proper home ed world school type of community. So whether we do that for 3 months in one place in Spain, or whether we do that for 2-week blocks in different parts of the country, I think we are definitely going to have to work that into some of our trips, aren't we?
And that's, you know, the kids have spoken, we'll listen, and we know when they're happiest.
And yeah, I think we're just going to keep going until someone says they're done.
Yeah.
Hello, monkey.
You okay?
Wait, what are you trying to do?
We're filming.
Just letting everyone know our next step.
He doesn't want to be on camera. So we're just gonna, all of those things may happen at some point, and we're just not entirely sure what order they're gonna happen in. We've kind of got to figure out.
But January, we want to get off in around January, don't we?
Yeah,
Before
we
the
need
bad
to get
weather
on.
comes.
Yeah, after Christmas, we're going somewhere.
We'll be making that decision ready to set off right after Christmas.
Yeah.
Once Santa's been. Yeah?
Yeah, after we've had Christmas, we'll definitely be going on another adventure, won't
Yeah?
we?
Another adventure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Thanks very much.
Wait, what is that?
Come on,
Yes.
I'm needed. Let's
It's a real
go.
wizard one.
Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Goodbye.